Hey guys, it's Josh at Finishing Lines. We're here today to work on our friends from Revline KC's K-Swap EK hatch. We are fitting up a custom throttle cable setup, and I just wanted to kind of go over some tips as we install it, show you how to measure up, also how to disassemble and reassemble in case you might need to do so on yours. Okay, so if you are looking at our website to order one of these custom throttle cable setups, you may notice that we have many different lengths available and we offer custom lengths. You may wonder, how do I know what length I need? Well, we're going to show you how we measure up and how you can do it as well, give you some tips so you know what to order or what to email us about so we can get it made correctly. So if you look here, we have gone ahead and started the routing path. We're actually using our materials that we use to construct the throttle cable, but you can also use anything flexible. You can use vacuum hose, string, wire, really anything that's flexible and you can run along the routing path. So what we're going to do is start at the hole where we're going to enter from the firewall. We've chosen to use one of our 45 ends over here. So basically we are going to hold that there and then follow our routing path. We're going to use a factory clip here to retain it. And then we want to mark where it gets near the end of the end we use to connect. And then we will remove it and measure it and cut. Okay, so I've got this cut to length now. If you were paying attention to the way we ran the routing path earlier, like I said, you can use anything flexible. What I would do is just mark your end position, so you've got your point A to point B, then stretch that out, lay it on a tape measure. That overall length from the firewall to the throttle body bracket or bracket that holds your throttle cable is the length that you want for the length on our website. I'm also going to show you just a little bit about how these are constructed. So you can see I already have the 45 end on here. Now what I did, and you can actually modify yours, let's say you happen to order it a little long, you wanted to trim a couple of inches off, you can cut these with some shears. And then what I've done is called skive, which is removing some of this poly coating. You basically want to take an inch off. You can just scratch it with a razor blade and pick that off. And then it slides right onto the end. Okay, and just to show you a close-up, so basically we're going to have twist that on, and then that part is complete. That's all you need to do. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about the parts that are used and how they connect. So on this side we have the billet end that fits into the throttle pedal, and then we have a billet bulkhead with a retaining nut on the back side. We'll show you how that goes in later. And then that is going to thread onto the end. And then if you look at the other side, I've actually left this undone so that you can see that if you were to trim it or you needed to take it apart, basically you can take this, feed it in the hole, and then slide it just over like we did. And then that will go through the guide and eventually connect to the throttle pulley, which we'll cover that in a minute. Okay, so we're getting ready to put it through the firewall hole. So you will notice that the firewall hole has two little tang cutouts, and we have corresponding tang cutouts on this billet piece, as well as an O-ring to seal up airtight to the firewall. So go ahead and slide that through the firewall hole, and then rotate this until the tangs line up the hole in the firewall, and then we're going to go under the dash and show how it connects there. Okay, so on the back side of the firewall, you can see that the bulkhead is through, and then we have our bulkhead washer. So what we want to do is we want to slide this washer over our bulkhead and then turn the bulkhead and tighten that down with a wrench, and then hook our cable end onto the pedal. Then that is what it should look like after you tighten it with a wrench. Final install, pull on the pedal, and the throttle comes with it. Okay, so our last step is going to be connecting it to the throttle body pulley itself. The throttle body pulley will have a hole here. This billet piece will go through the hole, and then you're basically lining up this hole so that you can feed the cable through it from the bottom. Pull the excess along the pulley until it's tight, and then we're just going to tighten down this with an Allen. And use that as a set screw to hold the position. And then now that should be tight, and then all we need to do is trim the excess. So I'm just using some shears. You can use side cutters or anything else. And then there you go.